What inspires me, I guess, is being in the band, making music, and like playing in front of people, and seeing that people, because it's like the music that I want to play, you know what I mean, and seeing that people that are like really into it and are as excited about it as I am.
There's something to be said about working together with the other band members, and just like all of our individual efforts come together to make something that we look at as like a piece of art. And then, I mean, you go and play your music on stage, and like this thing, like you put this music, these songs, these things that you've put together, and you're playing those in front of an audience, and like, you know, it feels really good to like see that the audience is like giving you feedback, and like they really enjoy this thing that you have created. And like personally, like, I'm like half asleep most of the time, but when I get on stage, like it really is just like sort of an adrenaline rush. By the third song, I'm just like freaking berserker mode.
I'm in berserker mode. It's quite fun.
Yeah. It's probably one of the most thrilling things in my life right now.
I'm definitely like a big word person, clearly, because I love to write lyrics and whatnot. And basically just coming in here, like, I mean, most of their answers was based off of like the shows and the people that are there. And of course, like when I'm there and we're performing, I look out in the crowd and the audience, you know, they totally feel me and we feel them sometimes, you know, it works out. But honestly, like my inspiration comes from working with them individually, like just being here and writing our songs together, like in the practice space, you know, in the comfort of our own little zone, like, you know, and to be like, Brian writes this like amazing riff, and then I can just listen to that and be like, oh my God, that is it. Like that is what is going to make this song complete, you know? So based off, I guess it's just the music, like the actual music is what inspires me.
Literally everything the three of them said, it's like, I don't know, it's just awesome. Like the whole thing's like just fucking great. Like, I don't know, like this is what I just want to do this. And it's like getting to that point is like what's important. So that's inspiring, I guess. I don't know, it's like, I don't know, things inspire people. Like, I don't know, just this whole thing is great. Like the whole thing is like a lot of fun, and like I love doing it. And like
it gives us motivation.
Yeah. Like,
motivation.
Totally.
And inspiration.
Like, yeah, and it's like I don't know, as far as like what we do in the band, like I do a lot of the artwork, like we all work together, like, but like everyone is doing the instruments that they've been doing for like their whole life, and like I've only started playing the drums, and it's like it's ridiculous. Like, so it's just like the whole thing, it's less like becomes a new experience every time, because it's like I learn how to do new things, and like creating music with them is really cool, because like I don't know, if you listen to music, like if I go listen to music, like I'd rather be playing my music because I think it's better. I don't know, like I have a lot more fun doing it. Like I wish, I don't know, I wish like I could listen to that, but I can't because I have to play it.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist unless I do it. So it's like, or unless we do it, you know. I'm not, you know, but it's like, this is just great. So it's fucking, I don't know, it's a good time.
Me and Mike have been working on music together for a very long time. The three of us, me, Tom, and Mike, went to high school together. And Tom was in another band at the time, but me and Mike started playing together. That was like, I don't know, 8 years ago or so, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't really know, like I knew you guys, but you were kind of like acquaintances at that point. I didn't know you guys.
I didn't know
like,
Tom
well.
really. Like I knew who he was. He was the guy that played the bass in the hallway in the foyer. Like he just hung out and played bass in the morning. Like that was that guy.
But me and Mike were on track and cross country together, and we were into the same kind of music. We were both at the same time like into hard rock.
We like discussed music while we ran,
Yeah.
like, and then like it was probably the weirdest incarnation of the band at that point, because I didn't play a stringed instrument or anything really heavy metal. I played the keyboards and like sang a little bit, and it was
so
like,
that was the first time.
Mess.
We had like another bassist,
another drummer,
and then another drummer, and then that changed, and Mike switched to bass.
Yep.
And we got a drummer. And then over the years, we had a whole series of drummers.
Even at one point, like, we
played on and off. He played with us at a couple different points in time.
Yeah, I think, like, after after I had left high school, like a couple years later, we just ended up hanging out with the same people. And then you just mentioned that you had been playing guitar, and then we like jammed a couple times.
Yep.
It was funny. The two of them were in a band together, like separate from the thing Brian and I were doing. And Brian left that band, and then Tom left that band because Brian wasn't in it. I got asked to be in that band as the bassist, and then Brian ended up joining that band. So Tom and I actually missed playing with each other because we were both bassists. So like, I don't know. And then at some point we got together, and I played the drums briefly, and then
And Tom was playing bass.
Tom was
and we
playing
had,
bass.
we had
Yeah.
another singer at that time.
Yeah, and then Brian moved away, and Tom fucking got a job.
Yeah, and I moved to another state, and the project kind of fizzled out anyway.
Yeah, it totally did.
So then, like 3 years ago or so,
Brian came back.
I came back. I was out of state as well, and I
Yeah.
came back, and through our last drummer, we met Samantha.
Yeah,
Me
I was
and
playing
Mike.
bass
and Mike was
again,
playing bass
yeah.
again at the time.
Um,
And we played with Samantha, and then basically what happened is we lost that drummer as well.
it was like, fuck drummers.
Yeah, we were
Like,
done. We were
literally,
done with
I'm
drummers
done
at
with
the time.
drummers. Like, so I was
So-
like, fuck it, I'll do drums. We asked this guy in a pinch, and
Well, we had like one other backup plan at the time, which
Yeah,
was we
that
had
sounds
another
right.
friend who we played with in the past, who played drums, and that was like kind of like the first backup plan
It didn't
was to
work
have him
out so
switch it
well.
because he kid moved on, was doing other kind of music, and he's
Yeah.
in another band now, and which is a very good, very very awesome band.
Mm-hmm.
So he was more focused on that. So our backup plan.
was me last minute playing the drums because we had shows lined up, and it was like, we gotta get this shit done. And like, fucking, I mean, I say fuck drummers, but our last drummer didn't introduce us to Samantha.
He said, okay, well, we'll
Audition
have to
her.
have you audition. Like, the drummer at the time said that to me, and I was like, okay.
Whatever. So she showed up, and like, well, that's what we told him. We were like, we're just gonna have anybody show
I mean,
up.
wait,
Like,
I
we're
went to,
see what
like-
they sound like.
I think I first went to, like, Brian's house. And
Yeah, we like
and, yeah.
played like one thing. that
He
we
was, like,
worked
showing me
on.
kind of, like, some stuff that they do, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I wrote this, and I did it a cappella, and he was just like, yeah, okay, you're in.
Yeah, it was like, no questions. It was pretty good. No problem.
to keep the momentum going. So March 2014.
2014, Tom joined.
Tom joined.
And it's, you know, over a year. Oh,
It's almost-
over-
it's
almost
been pretty
2 years.
stable.
It'll be 2 years in March. Yeah.
Yeah.
This coming. In,
Will
yeah.
it? No. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
March 2013.
No,
Oh,
2014. It'll
What
be
year?
2
Oh, it's
years.
2
Yep.
Oh, shit.
It will be
I'm
2 years.
Stupid.
It will be 2
I
years.
forget how time works.
So yeah.
True words were never spoken.
Yeah, right?
But since then,
Wow, fuck off, Tom.
so it's been over. It's been over 2 years with Samantha. It'll be 2 years with Tom, and since then, no changes. And it is the way it is.
Brian and I had, like we had said, we had a few songs written in the past, and one of the songs that we wrote with the last lineup before Tom joined, I don't know, we had a couple names for it. Brian wrote a riff, it was awesome. We like fooled around with it, wrote a couple other riffs, added to it, and then we like wrote kind of a chorus line that fit, because I don't know, I was kind of doing vocals at the time. We weren't really sure what we were doing. So like, I wrote this line, and it was like, light up, watch it burn, Whisky Fyre. And like Brian and I, we like came up with this idea of like intoxication, destruction. We were like, Whiskey and Fire. We're like, oh, that's cool, awesome, whatever, cool song name. Down the road, when we like messed around with recording for the very first time, we were like, oh, we need to name the band something. And like we went through so many fucking band names. It was
Arguments.
stupid. There was arguments, yeah.
Oh.
It was like so many band names, and none of them were good. So it ended up that like we just like had a list of like 5 names or
It
something.
was like basically the one that everyone could agree on. I guess,
yeah,
at the time.
and
I think
so-
I was the least, like...
Oh no, she
happy with
hates
the
it.
result.
Like
I
fucking.
still do
fuck
to this day.
Like,
If somebody
this
says,
day, she's.
what
yeah.
about the band name? And I go, oh, fucking
But
don't
we
talk
still
to me
haven't-
don't
about
even
it.
talk to me
Don't
about
talk
it,
to me
like,
about
we
it.
still
I'm
haven't
still
come
mad.
up with a better one.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, so that's literally our question. Whenever she's like, "Oh, the name, I hate it," it's like, okay, what's a better name? And like,
I've accepted it. Like I'm fine as long as we can just play our music.
yeah, it's
Whatever. This name is like
the real.
What if we called it? What if we called it Dolphin Kiss?
Jesus.
The thing
Dolphins
that's
are
It
pretty-
is better. It is better.
It
than
is
some
better.
Things.
Yeah, but yeah, in some things. In some
I mean,
things,
that's kind of what we agreed to. Is like, all right, it's
something we could all
it's
agree
gonna,
on.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It sticks in your head.
It's a
Yeah.
freaking
People do
name.
remember it.
Yeah, the thing that's fucked up, people come up to us and they're like, "Oh, your name, it's awesome," and it's like.
I'm
Samantha's like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And it's like, I wish I could introduce you to
How
these
drunk
people,
are you
like-
right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
yeah, like that's like the people.
Well, and not only that, but like having this name has like tortured us, or like just me, because
the way we spell it's a little weird.
Well, no,
so
it's not just that. It's not just that. It's
right.
literally because whiskey, and all right, like I've liked whiskey, yeah, sure. But now I hate it because every show we have, somebody says, "I'm gonna buy you every kind of whiskey shot there is," and
I
then
really drink
you're
more.
gonna
I
take
drink more
it.
vodka than anything.
And we drink a lot. Brian and I both drink a lot of vodka.
I've,
so we're like, what did we do?
I've increased
We
my
fucked
whiskey
up.
consumption above other liquors. So I guess
You
like
gotta be true, you gotta be true.
Yeah, I'm following suit.
I'm like the odd and out of this conversation. I'm the one that doesn't drink in the band. I like have a drink every once in a while. Like,
Yeah, he never drinks.
I hardly ever drink. Yeah.
Which I guess, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I round up.
Yeah, I guess so. The only problem is
We
bands,
change your
we
name
don't
to
want anyone
Grain
to think that we're
Alcohol Fire.
alcoholics.
Grain alcohol fire. There we go.
So-
Yeah, would you say we're just a bunch of
I
alcoholics?
said that's the only problem with this name is that we don't want anyone to think that we're a bunch of.
No, we're not because I don't drink, so it's good. We're not
We're
all
good.
alcoholics.
The things that made me start playing guitar, I guess, was the music I was listening to at the time. I remember it was like I'd heard blues guitar and rock guitar and all that, and I was like, this is pretty cool, and I liked it and stuff. But I remember it was Megadeth and Black Label Society albums. I was like 15 or whatever, and I got them and I listened to them. And I was like, that's a guitar making that noise. I was like, I need to do that. Before that, the only other instrument I'd ever really played was clarinet when I was younger. I was really young, and I was in a school band or whatever. And so I liked music, and I was into music and everything like that. But I guess it was just like heavy metal music in general. I got more and more into it. And then, I bought a Megadeth album. I was like, I can't believe that's a guitar.
I've been playing bass since I was about 14. It's the only instrument that I really can play, besides like maybe just kind of putzing around on a 6-string or something. I've never really played any instruments before that. I can't really recall why I started playing bass. I think it wasn't necessarily like along what Brian was doing was like to try and like emulate like a sound that you had heard. I just kind of wanted to play an instrument. And like I was definitely going in a rock direction. I'd actually thought at the time that I was kind of late to the game. And I mean, it's kind of cliche, but I like basically thought that like bass guitar would be the easier choice. But the funny thing about it was that when I started playing and I started learning bass lines to a lot of songs that I was listening to, I realized that a lot of the songs were just like so easy, or they'd just be just kind of one-noting it like the whole time to the point where if I were to play one of these songs, you wouldn't be able to tell what it was just because like the bass line would just be like or something like that. So I would kind of get somewhat inventive with it. Like I'd actually look up what the guitarist was doing, and I'd kind of mix that up with the bass was doing just to sort of develop a more comprehensive, interesting sound. And I guess that's always kind of carried over into the way I play today.
I started singing when I was 2 years old. So I guess it just was something that just happened. And specifically, why did I start going on stage? That's actually all due to my sister, Sheila. She was a really big reason why I started doing that. And so inspired me to continue doing that. And when I was like in 5th grade, that was when I first performed, like sang on stage in front of people. And I was wearing like this big black hoodie, and I just like had it covering my face because I was just so nervous at first. But as soon as I started singing and heard the music, I was like, this is where I belong.
I play the drums because I just hate drummers. Like, I mean, like, I've had, like, horrible experience with drummers. Like, I've been through, I don't know, like we said earlier, Brian and I have been doing this for 8 years, and we've had, like, 10 drummers. And it's, like, it's to a certain point where you're like, you know what, fuck it. Like, and I don't know, I play, like...
Necessity.
It became a necessity, like, fucking, I don't know, like, I play...
No one else wants to.
Necessity is the mother of percussion.
I've been working for, like, 7-8 years now, and, like, I have no money to show for it because I've spent it all on gear. Like, literally, I have, like, no money. People are like, where's all your money? And I'm like, I don't know. I got, like, $10,000 worth of gear sitting in my basement. Like, and I dumped, like, $5,000 of that into the drums over the last couple years. So it's like, I mean, I must like it. Like, if like, I'm doing it. I don't know. But basically, fuck drummers, though. I hate them. Like, they're unreliable sons of bitches.
My favorite show was definitely when we played in Revere, Mass. I know we were all really
yeah.
tired that day because we had just played a
Oh
show
my
in
God, that
Connecticut
show
the day
was awful
before.
for me.
But the people there, like, they were just so wild and so into the music, and it was like a family, and we were just like outsiders, and then they just completely accepted us, which was just like, to me, for me being a singer, I was like inspired by that crowd, definitely. And I was like, as soon as we got the crowd, I was like, guys, I'm gonna miss them. Like, that's how much, like, I just met all of them, and I'm gonna miss them.
One of the ones I always think is really awesome is the first one we played with Tom, because it was like we were working on stuff. We had kind of like a deadline for it and everything like that. That was like a year and a half ago, a little more than that. And to actually have it like pull off and like actually be one of our really, really best sounding shows. I mean, we definitely had better shows since then, because like I said, it was the first one with him, so we've obviously got better and better.
I've definitely gotten better.
Yeah,
I
but just to be able to like pull it off, have a great turnout, have a blast with Tom there, that was a good one.
We said at the time that's the hardest thing that we're ever going to have to do.
That probably was one of the. That was probably one of the hardest shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like the only show where I was like, oh man, this might not work.
Yeah.
And then it fucking worked.
For that show, I had just joined the band, and we had about 3 practices for me to learn the entire catalog,
Which was probably like at least
Beast mode.
at least
Beast
eight,
mode.
I don't know, something like 6 to 8
dude,
songs.
I think it was
or
about
something.
7
I'd
songs.
never
Yeah, 6
played
to
the
8
drums
songs, yeah.
before, really, on stage
Yeah,
at that point.
both of
Like,
them.
I mean, I'd like played the drums jokingly, like in years past, like when fucked around on the drums, but like,
Yeah, never lied.
holy shit,
Yeah.
I haven't had stage fright in years, because I've been playing on stage, since high school and everything, doing jazz band and everything, and like, years, man. I've never experienced stage
In my case,
fright
I
like
hadn't
that.
performed since high school.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I've never experienced that.
Yeah, I'm just like, are these guys gonna fuck up?
yeah, I
Is this
forgot what
gonna
that
work?
was like, dude. Right? It was weird.
The first time, and I just spontaneously
Seriously.
My drum kit wasn't even a drum kit. It was like a piece of shit student thing.
Yeah,
It was like,
that was definitely true too, because it was the gears a little bit more ramshackle back then.
Yeah,
The
those were
shows
some
where
good
like
shows.
we get booked by the place that's like kind of far away. We don't really have a lot of fans out there.
Oh yeah.
But then we show up there, and there's all these people that are just there to see heavy music, and like they know that the place is gonna have a great turnout, and then people actually just fucking come.
they're just a dedicated following of the actual establishment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
That's way
Just
cool.
having people that we've never talked to, never seen, never met before, just totally into it, and then they end up coming to other shows.
Oh, there's like, I'm not gonna name who it is, but I just want to throw like a appreciation thing to him. He's literally out of, I think, Hopkinton or Richmond or something, and he has been to the last 3 shows where we were in Worcester, we were in Dudley, and then we were in Providence.
He saw
and
us. Yeah.
He's been to all of those
Because
shows.
we did a couple of these parties where we released our CD or EP, which we have out. It's a 4-song EP. We recorded ourselves.
Big CD
We threw
release
a
party.
huge party,
Yeah.
and like at a friend's, because we're from around West Greenwich, and Samantha's from North Kingston, and so we're kind of out
the
there,
party in Exeter.
out there in the woods in Exeter,
Yeah.
where we could we could make as much noise as we want.
He had a big field, like pool deck that we kind of used as a band deck because there was no pool, and it was like a big sand pit, and like we kind of like it was like a half party. We had our friends Chronivore show up and play with us. We had like 100 and close to 150 people, and we were like, oh wow, that's really cool. Let's do it again. So we did it again for Halloween,
And it was
holy
utter
shit.
utter
Like,
madness.
it was madness. We
Yeah.
got Death Wish and Chronivore. Chronivore played again, but like so we had 3 bands,
Buddies.
and like holy shit, there was like 250 people there. It was insane, and like.
Yeah.
Like this one guy, like he met us at a show the week before the Halloween party, and he saw a flyer because we brought a ton of flyers to the show, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be there." And like since he saw that flyer, he's been to like every show, and it's like he's like, "Oh, it's so great! We have such a great time." I mean, it's like I don't know. We have like a killer time when we do these shows, and some people like really like follow us.
So we definitely want to
and
do more
it's
of that.
like,
Definitely.
Me and Tom do have an agreement of the 5 no, it's the 4 best bands in the world.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin,
Black Sabbath.
The Doors, and what's the last one, dude? Jesus Christ! Oh, Allman Brothers.
Jesus
Allman
Christ.
Brothers. Allman Brothers. Allman Brothers. I really got into thrash metal, so Megadeth, big time. Pantera, big. Like I said, I'm going to say Black Sabbath again. Corrosion of Conformity. Black Label Society. Those are the big ones. But I like all kinds of like blues based. I said Allman Brothers, Clutch, just the blues in generals, the Stones, like Cream. You know what I mean? Like anything that's like groovy.
The Beatles.
Elvis. I don't know, man.
Like it's huge spectrum. Yeah. Like I think honestly though, Samantha's probably the most different. Like the three of us, I mean, Tom, Brian, and I grew up on a little bit of a different background. Like Brian listened to a lot more country than I did. I listened to a lot more like Motown and like British pop music.
I grew up on Neil Young.
Yeah, right. And then so it's like the three of us are a little different, but like I love hard rock and roll. Like probably the heaviest thing I listen to is Gojira. I don't know, my first two metal albums were We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll by Black Sabbath and fucking Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue. And I love Motley Crue. I love Black Sabbath. Like Gojira, I listen to all the time. I listen to Mastodon. I love Mastodon. Like, I don't know, I love the Beatles, I love Elvis. It's crazy.
I'm big fan of a lot of sort of 90s heavier alternative and grunge.
They like the grunge.
Yeah,
I don't like
grunge.
Yeah.
I like Nine Inch Nails.
I'm more of a metal person.
Not grunge.
Not a grunge.
I guess mine is more specific, but I definitely listen to Chevelle and Tool. I like Tool. I like Metallica.
I like those bands too.
I like those bands as well.
I don't like Chevelle though. I will argue
I love
about
Chevelle.
I'm not really.
I'm not a
whatever.
Chevelle
But
person.
But
Metallica.
recently, actually, Mike has got me into Gojira, and I've been pretty obsessed with them.
Lamb of God.
Rammstein.
Yeah.
And
Baroness.
I like Alice in Chains too. I guess basically for me, the whole screaming thing kind of was inspired by this girl. I found her, Lacey Sturm. She was in this band Flyleaf, but I guess I wouldn't say Flyleaf is my favorite band because they're not. But her specifically, her style of screaming, singing, whatnot, that's what I get into, and I really liked it, and started learning how to do it from her. So, yeah, I think we covered that music thing.
I think it would be cool to be some kind of superhero where I could copy myself. So then one person could work on shit and then I could just relax or whatever. That would be great. And my whole life, one of me could go to work and I wouldn't really have to worry about it because it'd just be my copy or whatever. One person could just play and I'd just relax all the time.
I think I'd just be like Nightcrawler from X-Men. I'd just be teleporting everywhere and boof, boof, bam, bam.
I said, if I could copy myself though, I wouldn't need you guys. So,
and I could just do that to.
You need me. At least.
One of me could learn how to sing.
I just use my teleport powers to cause all sorts of fun hijinks.
Oh man, a specific superhero? I always loved Batman. I was out of any superhero, come on, I was 2 years old and I had his poster on my wall. I used to wake up every morning and kiss it. So I don't know if I'd be Batman or Batman's girlfriend or something.
There is that girl,
Yeah, but she's not as cool as Batman.
No, not at all.
But yeah, but that's not that cool. For me personally, I would definitely want to I don't know.
I'd fix all the gear that's broken. I'd have the ability to fix everything.
That's practical. I like
because there's so many broken things. So whenever something breaks, I'd be done. It's all done.
I remember now.
What?
Mind control.
Telekinesis would be pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just but in all ways, not just convince you to do things, but
I don't think telekinesis would be cool.
Stuff with my mind. That's what I want.
You're just pure evil. That's the most evil thing you could ever imagine. You know what? Fuck everybody else's free will.
I don't want it.
I just prefer it if everyone just do exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's not a superhero. That's a supervillain. There is no good superhero. Well,
no.
All right. Well,
Professor X.
No. I could use my superpowers.
He uses it to help people and find bad guys.
No, Samantha would just use it to get more fans and make more money.
And nearly destroys the world.
Right.
I never said I was going to use those powers like that. that. I said, you know, why are you guys all hating on my powers?
That's okay if I can.
Oh, because
I
what's
use
wrong
my
with
powers.
fixing shit? Nothing at all,
I could
Samantha.
be fixing things with my mind.
See, mine's like a catch-all. Like I
Not
could use mine
mind
for good, but I
control.
could also use
Unless
it to
you like
rob
mind
banks while
control the
playing
mechanic.
shows.
I could do
this-
that.
this devolved
See, I could
quickly.
do that, guys.
We have our CD. We have a 4-song EP that we record ourselves at Danger Multitrack, Joe Moody. We did it kind of end of last spring, basically, and we got it out by July last year.
This past year.
This past year, 2015. Yep. And so that's 4 songs. We have that on our Bandcamp.
www.whiskyfire.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. And we have physical copies that we're selling. It's just $5. And then from there, we will have shirts very soon. That's the plan. So
That is the plan. Next step is shirts.
Shirts.
And we have our EP, our shirts. You can buy the EP digitally, like you said. We have content on YouTube. There's a bunch of fan videos that were put up. We have like
we have our Facebook where we post a lot of like practice videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
New songs occasionally.
Check us out on Facebook, Whisky Fyre at Facebook.
.com.
There is no .com.
No, it's
you
just
just,
at Facebook,
go to
Whisky
Fyre.
face space and you just look up Whisky Fyre.
Oh, right, that works. Facebook. We
It's
also
us.
are going to be having a music video coming out probably, I don't know.
Yeah,
Early
for
winter- early
single
winters.
punishment.
Early winter, maybe
Yeah.
late winter. We
Yeah,
don't
whenever,
really know.
Whenever it gets done. But
Whenever
for,
it gets
for Punishment, one of the songs on our EP.
Yeah.
And then the
Everything
kind
coming
of
up,
longer term plan is before summer we want to have a full length out. We're working on like 9 or 10 songs that we intend to record, and we're hoping that's done by next summer, and we can have it out there. We can be selling that.
Complete new content, different from our EP.
Yeah, none of the same songs in our
Like-
EP.
Yeah, so everything's going to be new.
Yeah, we have like 4 songs on our EP. We have probably like maybe like 9 or 10 songs that we usually do in our repertoire on stage, and we
more
probably
than
have
Yeah, a couple more than that, but
More
yeah.
than that.
but we have like maybe like 24 songs like
That are just like
in the works.
Stupid
some
the amount of
way-
music that's
some
just
way
hanging
we're-
around. Like,
So we got a lot of
it's-
stuff to work on.
Yeah.
For sure. And as far as real plans, I mean, we talked about those parties earlier. We're definitely planning on do that more. Hopefully, we do one for the CD release. Maybe do 2 over the summer.
Yeah, I think we're going to do 2.
Yeah, they might be on hiatus for a while because it's gonna get cold out.
No, and not yeah.
We're not going to do a party anytime
I was
soon.
saying in the
future.
In the summer, we're hoping to do Halloween again. So more stuff like that. More of our own, setting up our own shows, doing our own thing.
Yeah, we're gonna get like probably like 3-4 bands next party, and like we encourage like camping and everything. And then the next party we do after that, we're probably gonna do like a 2-day thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like camping and like all
That's
kinds of
definitely-
nonsense.
that's definitely like-
So look for that online because
Yeah,
we're gonna
Whiskey
have
Fest.
tons of stuff about it. Yeah, it's gonna be
Fest,
Whiskey
yeah,
Fest.
yeah.